Hello. Hello, you beautiful souls. So, I got a really interesting message come through from Spirit about Jesus and the hippies and free love and mushrooms and weed and this fourth wave of twin flame unions. And how does that all tie together? Let me tell you, it was interesting. It was an interesting message, but there was something, really strong, and I'm sure a lot of you guys can relate to this. I personally didn't have like a hardcore awakening because of mushrooms by any means, or any substance. I actually consciously came here and chose to take the slow road to enlightenment. Um, but I have, experimented with weed, and I think that's I mean, I've experimented with lots of things, let's be honest, but I found that weed is such like a more, I don't even know how to say that 101 as I look up, right? Like, how do you even phrase that? It's a more mild approach to reaching higher levels of consciousness. Okay. 111. So it really kind of allows you to reach this place of like pure bliss, right? Like once you start your awakening process and you get, you know, in alignment with your higher self, and you're in alignment and in the proper timeline of your desired reality, right? You're like all your soul's desires are coming true and you're feeling bliss and just like unconditional love, right? So what was happening, or what happens is that these substances, in some cases, you guys, I know so many people who had their awakenings sparked by mushrooms in particular. Like, oh man, mushrooms. And if you guys have listened to like, well, not even just Joe Rogan, but many other people talk about Jesus and mushrooms, and some people even think that Jesus was a mushroom or something. I don't know. It gets pretty crazy. People in their imaginations, but yeah, it's like with each one of these experiences, with these substances, mushrooms or acid or any type of like thing that makes you trip out. Right, 222 as I look up. You have these awakenings, okay, and the Kundalini energy rises, right? So it's like the Kundalini energy rises and you align yourself with the Holy Spirit, okay, through your higher self, right? These substances allow you to access higher awareness, higher consciousness, higher intelligence, okay? That word was coming through so heavy. Higher intelligence, okay? Because I feel like something was coming through about humans. Like, I love us to death. We're brilliant, but we kind of a little bit like slow. We a little dumb, a little bit, just a little bit. I mean, comparatively, right? If you know, you know. 313 as I look up. So, through these awakenings, right? Through some people use these substances, some of us don't. Whatever, it doesn't matter. But in a lot of cases, and especially here frequently, or I say, well, it is actually frequent. Recently, it is happening more frequently. 333 as I look at the timer. People are just having these Kundalini awakenings, and they're the Kundalini rises. You're activating the higher chakra system, okay? Because like when they talk about living in sin, right? Sin is your heart's your midheaven, okay? Sin is the lower part of your chakras. So when you're living in hell, right? We come up and we've had our heart opening, our heart activation, right? A lot of us experienced that real good this year, heart opening, okay? So that we can reach and activate these higher chakras in the system, right? And ascend. Like that's how the Kundalini rises. That's how you get to your full alignment with the Holy Spirit, so that you can channel just like me. It's just everybody can do this. It's just a matter of going through the steps and getting activated. You hear me? So what you do is you begin to realize that we shouldn't be attaching ourselves in unhealthy ways or to unhealthy people or places or things, right? You just get to this point where you learn to discern and you kind of learn to detach from outcomes or people or places or things, right? And so it allows for you to gain your sovereignty. Okay. So like, where does the twin flame thing come in? The reason that this message was coming through right now, because we've heard these messages before, right? These substances get you to higher levels of consciousness, right? And what was Jesus preaching all along? It was unconditional love. What were the hippies doing? Free love, free love. There was even a Jesus movement in with the hippies and stuff. It's all love, baby. It's all free. It's all unconditional love, and it should be free, right? So what is happening now is there are this fourth wave of twin flame unions, okay? And these are sacred unions. Sacred unions. I'm talking, you want to talk about equally yoked? Honey, y'all from the same egg, okay? You're the same yolk. It's equal, okay? And that is the divine union that people should be aiming for, right? Not these marriages, these matrix marriages where you're attached to people in unhealthy ways because you're not healed, okay? So with these sacred unions, there's a soul level understanding of who and what you are to each other while allowing each other to experience life to its fullest based on what their soul truly desires. Okay? That is free love. That is unconditional love to a level of freedom where you are whole, you are sovereign, you are secure within yourself. So secure that in your relationship with your divine counterpart, you can allow them the freedom to experience everything, anything that their soul truly desires. Right? Because you know you came here to do the same thing, and you would expect, and not only just expect, but you would love to see them experience what they want to experience, right? It's free. The love is free. And I know when I was a kid, I always thought like free love, like the hippies, it was just, some lame excuse just to sleep around or whatever. I was like, oh, these hoodlums out here just trying to sleep around, right? That was a good, tricky little way to get people sleeping around, right? But no, now I understand free love is not about just going around and sleeping with everybody. Like, you're attaching and tying knots to people when you interact with them in a sexual way, especially when you allow them into you, into your body, into your auric field. You're tying a knot, right? And that's what they talk about in the Bible. You're tying a knot, and this is how soul ties are formed, right? So it's not that you're just going out sleeping, 818 as I look up. It's not that you're going around sleeping with anybody and everybody and just tying your soul to everybody. It's that you reach a level of sovereignty. You reach a level of singularity. You reach a level of divine unconditional love for yourself. And you can share that with a divine counterpart. And you are free to explore and express within your own relationships. Okay? And the beauty of it is that whenever you offer that freedom, right, because you're so secure, you're like, yeah, go and experience and stuff. When you offer that freedom, you might find that all it does is just relieve pressure and then make your divine counterpart appreciate you even more, right? So free love was not about free to anyone. It was about having freedom of chains, freedom from attachments, unhealthy attachments. Okay? Trauma bonds, all these things. Free love is free from that. Unconditional love is free of all those things. Okay? It's free love. And it's wonderful. So another thing that was coming through was that I did mention the what I call the matrix marriages. But it says that there's no reason or I said no reason, there's no coincidence, excuse me. There's no coincidence that so many of the light workers are busting out of the institution within the matrix marriage that is designed to trap souls, okay, in toxic, 1010 as I look up, limiting situations, okay? This matrix marriage system that's set up is designed to keep people trapped, okay? Which is why we're doing the event. That's part of the event. Check out the event in the description. You'll see the website. Go to the website. Sign up if you haven't already. So not every marriage is bad, right? Even though I talk about these matrix marriages and how the system is set up to trap souls, right? Not every marriage is bad. And there are many, many star-aligned lovers in the system that are healing, okay, and transmuting by spreading their holy love. They are infiltrating the system, okay? I know several divine unions, twin flame unions that happened 11/11 as I look up. Thank you. Thank you, Spirit. Whew. I've seen married people be in a matrix marriage, be with their divine counterpart, neither one of them are awakened, and both have awakened and have come into their twin flame union within the matrix, within their marriage, okay? So there are wonderful, beautiful divine unions within the system that are inside. And they're tearing it down from the inside with their love. And that's all they have to do is just literally love each other. And it's just like shattering the system. These beautiful light workers. So if you're married to your divine counterpart and you are just loving each other, just existing, you're doing a huge, I can't even get the word out, huge part. Whether you know it or not, you are so important and so needed right now. 1221, I keep seeing that. So we who resonate with being on a twin flame union journey are uniting more and more every day with our divine counterparts and our star families, okay? That was another thing that Santa Claus had told me to mention to you guys. I think I might have in a previous video, but to pay attention to who is coming into your life, okay? Pay attention. Get excited because people are uniting. Soul families, star families, divine counterparts, twin flame unions. We are coming together. The time is now. The event is on the horizon. And it's beautiful. So this fourth wave of twin flame unions will be leading by example what divine holy unions can do to heal and transmute. Okay? And this will take place, and that's why all of the twin flames are uniting right now. They have been this year. And it's the final countdown. We got a couple more weeks, maybe less, depending on how much we can get going. A couple more weeks, we got twin flames uniting. And by the beginning of, I didn't even write at the beginning, I just wrote, after the event, after the Great Reset, the twin flames that are in unions will be the leaders, the examples of what a healthy relationship looks like between two sovereign beings. So get ready. Get ready to shine. Get ready to just simply express what unconditional love is. Let's show people what it is to truly love everybody unconditionally while being in a union with 144 as I look up, with our divine counterpart, right? We get to lead by example. We get to show the world how to love themselves, their counterpart, and everybody else all at the same time. There is no separation. You can love everybody. You can appreciate everybody. It is free. It costs nothing to love. Okay? So, there's that. That's all I've written down. If you would like to know more about the event that we're hosting, please look in the description, find the website. If you've made it this far, make sure you like, share, subscribe this video. Or what? How did I say that wrong? Like, share this video, subscribe. If you want to book with me, check the description also. If you want to donate to my channel, all of my donations right now are going straight to the event. So if you donate to my channel for me, I'm putting it towards the event. I'm blessing people. Okay? But I do need to work too. And I love working, doing my sessions. So book with me. If you need help through this season, if you want to clear out or remove whatever blocks are keeping you and holding you during this final countdown, book with me. We'll get it resolved. I'll get you activated, and you can go on about your merry way and enjoy these last few weeks of whatever this is. The final hour. What's that they say? The last 5 minutes are the hardest to wait. So, anyways, I love you guys. And keep dancing and having fun and loving yourself. Because if you haven't already met your twin flame, loving yourself is the best thing you could do. Pour into yourself. And you won't regret it. Okay, so I love you, I love you, I love you. You're so important, you're so needed, and thank you.